Hello. Oh, excuse me. Hello, everyone. It's Lynette with Charmed Grammy Crochet. Today will be Vlogmas. Down it. Vlogust. Whatever. Vlogust Day 6, 2022. Still at the camper because it's Saturday. You know, you have a few days off and you're in your different element and you forget what's going on. I get lost in my days sometimes. So not a long video. It's a little bit gloomy out still today. I did crochet some. I made a hat. Now, you know I'm doing the crochet calendar, and the hat that was in there this month is a hat and booties. And I believe when I read through the pattern that it's all slip stitch, and I'm like, no, I'm not doing that. The child that I'm making it for is very tiny, so I did, this is a bag o' day pattern. I'll link it in the description below if I can. Easy crochet baby beanie, I think is what it's called. So I did this. I added a row of alternate color here that Crystal did not have in her pattern, and then I did this a little bit different here than her pattern just to make it easier for me. And then I added 2 rows of, added 1 additional row here. And I didn't make this part as long as she did because my little star has a very small head. She's a very small baby. She's not preemie size, but she's not, you know, she's tiny. So I have not sewed in all of the ends because I'm not sure if I'm going to put a pom-pom on top. But I think when I get home, and the reason that I added 1 more row of single crochet to the brim is I think I want to put a row of fur. I think I have a fur that will look cute with it. So, so that's what I want to do, and I'm hoping it's not, I mean, it looks very tiny, but I'm hoping it's not too big. You know, she won't, it's August. She's not going to wear it for a little bit, so hopefully it will fit her. This winter, and I started making booties. This is done in a single crochet back loop only, except for, you know, the brim, the texture here. So I'm making them single crochet back loop only as the stitch. I am using, excuse me, a 5.5 millimeter hook. Crystal used a 5 millimeter, I think. But she was using a thinner yarn. The yarn she used is a Hobby Lobby yarn called Sweet Divinity. They cleared it out last year, and I have a ton of it. It's really a nice yarn. It's classified as a 4, but it's a thin 4. And this is Red Heart Super Saver. It's a thicker 4, so I went with a bigger hook. Just a, you know, a little bit bigger. And for the booties, as I said yesterday, my great niece has little teeny tiny feetsies, and so I'm just doing this as the toe. I'm going to make it more like a tube sock instead of, because that way she could probably maybe wear them longer. I don't know. Plus, I don't know how to make a heel, so, and I'm not going to learn. Don't care to learn at this point. I guess I could figure it out, but I'm not going to. So I started with, I did a little, just I chained 4, and then went into the second stitch. So there were 3, and like went around both sides of that stitch for 1 row, 2 rows, increasing at the ends. And then I changed color to the main color, and I'm just going to continue to use this color until I make it, you know, so long. I don't know how many rows I'm going to do yet, or rounds, or whatever you want to call them. And when I get to where I think it's going to be long enough, I'm going to probably add a row of the, you know, variegated in there somewhere. And hopefully I can make a second one to match. I did write down how I did the beginning of it so that I would know how to do it for the second sock, because I tried doing one, it didn't work out. So we're going to throw that in the scrap bag and try again. And it didn't work out because I didn't remember what I did, and so I'm like, oh no, now I have to. And it wasn't, I went to bed like last night. I had worked on it, and I went to bed and I thought, I wasn't doing that right. There's something I should do differently, because I was going to do it as a circle, and then I was trying to make it oblong, and then I'm like, yeah, dummy, do a straight just chain and don't make a ring out of it. You know, no rings involved, and you know, just do what I ended up doing with this, and I like this a lot better. And so I'm just going to make it till I think it's long enough to go up her foot and you know, up her leg a little bit, and then I'll add, like I said, probably one row of accent at some point, and maybe put fur around the top too, so that would be really cute. But you know, I just bought all that fur from Hobby Lobby, so I thought, oh, that would be fun. But I did not bring fur. Nope. Here's my bag again. No fur. So maybe tomorrow we'll have 1 or 2 finished socks. The hat went really quickly, and like I said, she's not a very big child, so I think the socks will go pretty quickly as well. And so maybe tomorrow I can show you a finished sock. And then when I'm done with this project, I'm going to, I brought the amigurumi book that my granddaughter wants amigurumi from. And so I thought I would start those. And I do have green yarn. I know Jada put out her Tunisian stitch, which I may or may not start. I don't know. I want to get the Amis worked on, and I want to, there's for Amigurumi Wars, I missed doing one last month, and there were a couple I wanted to do and I didn't get to them, but I don't want to put pressure on, because you know, but I want to support Amigurumi Wars and Nancy. I wanted to support Sherry and Cindy last month, and I honestly got so involved in everything else I completely forgot about them. So I don't want to do that again this month. I do want to make something, and my grandkids would love it if I made something and gave it to them, but they also want Yodas or baby Yodas, and you know, I've got Amis out the kazoo that I need to make. So don't mind me talking with a stitch marker in my mouth, but you know, we can talk and crochet at the same time, right? Especially when it's just single crochet going round and round. But I don't want to lose my stitch marker, because then I won't know how many rows I did, where they start, where they end. I get confused with that, and I'll end up in the middle and say, oh, I'm done, and then realize later that I was in the middle of a row or a round, because I haven't counted the stitches. Just go around, put one in every one. It's not that hard. So we'll see how this works out, but I think just a little tube sock will be cute with a little fur at the top, and like, I know her little feet are just so tiny. This is where I'm at now, and her foot probably is only this long, so I think I'm already coming up her leg. Maybe I need to do an increase here or there just to make it a little fatter for the leg, right? It's probably a good idea. I should probably write that down, how many rows in, and then start an increase, because really her foot is tiny. Maybe now's a good time. I'm going to do that, so I got to write in my book, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.